They're known as the children of La Creuse, a rural region in France where they were taken to as part of a government programme to repopulate deserted areas. Marie-Jeanne describes herself as a broken person. Taken at the age of 7, she ended up in several abusive homes with her older sister, who years later committed suicide.
With my sister, we saw this couple here in this room. Very old, very sad. We didn't really understand. Nothing had been explained to us. And then the woman said, "We don't want the older girl." It was heartbreaking to think we'd be separated like that when the two of us had arrived together.
It was at this children's home in the Creuse region of France that some of the 2,150 children taken from the island of the Réunion by the French government in the 1960s first arrived. From babies to teenagers, they were taken from here to repopulate parts of rural France, in many cases against their own will. In 2002, the controversial policy was brought to light when a former exile sued the French state for kidnapping of a minor, roundup and deportation. Many of the illiterate families who agreed to the scheme were promised annual flights home for the children. These never materialized. Today, they're at the center of the victims' claims.
We're waiting for the state to pay for our trips back, just as they had promised at the time. That's all we're asking for. As for financial compensation, well, the minister made it clear that there would be none.
In 2014, the French state acknowledged its moral responsibility and appointed a national commission to investigate.
If we succeed in explaining to those displaced people the reason of their departure, to let them access their files and help them rebuild their lives, then we will have lived up to the high expectations placed upon us.
But for the victims, the enduring impact of their stolen childhood remains. Myriam, Francois, TRT World, La Creuse in France.